Let's look at a map of Scotland. What you've got to remember, what was Scotland like 20,000 years ago? Well, it was covered in ice, and in some parts it was even 1 mile thick. 1 mile thick. But as it began to melt and gorge out the land, it left a barren place called Scotland, full of granite, valleys, and a little cultural ground, but not very hospitable in any shape or form. Now, some of you might not be aware of Scotland, but it's 246 miles long by 147 miles wide, has a coastline of 5,006.6 nautical miles, 30,166 square miles. We have 721 islands, 163 of them have got sheep on them, and some of them are beautiful after 10 days. That's another story. But also we have 900 billion litres of rain falling on Scotland every year. But every part plays its significance to the quality of a great whisky. So let's look at the 4 distilling areas of Scotland. First of all, we draw an imaginary line between Greenock up to Dundee. The whiskies below that line are light in body, charm, elegance, but more importantly, they've got finesse. They've got femininity. That's why they're sometimes known as the Lowland ladies. But if you want backbone, if you want structure, you have to cross that Highland line and come into the Highland region. The most important region, of course, is the Speyside Valley. In that one region alone, we have as many as 43 distilleries. The River Spey, the fastest flowing river in Great Britain, runs for 36 miles. But there are 26 distilleries in its bank, but each one is different in its own way. The most northerly, of course, is up in Orkney and in Shetland. So the Highland region plays a big part as far as the Whyte Mackay blend is concerned. And remember, when we're talking about Whyte Mackay blend, we bring in some of our great distilleries, the great Dalmore, the great Tamnavulin, Fettercairn, Jura, and many, many others. But let me just carry on. From there, we go down to the Campbelltons. There used to be 33 distilleries there. Now there's only 3. And then finally, we go over to Islay. Very medicinal, smoky, peaty, but it's got that lovely saltiness, but combined with smoke. You've got to give it respect. You only use it in a small, small proportion.